Princess Madeleine of Sweden's return to Stockholm is not going as smoothly and happily as one might expect. Last year, the royal house confirmed that the youngest daughter of King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden would be returning to her homeland after spending several years in the United States. So far, things have been uneventful, except that the move has been delayed for almost a year due to the difficulties the princess and her husband, Chris O'Neill, have had in selling their Florida home. However, while this is undoubtedly happy news for the entire family, it doesn't mean that the princess will be making more frequent public appearances, at least not yet. Some sources have hinted that the return of Princess Victoria's younger sister means that Madeleine will once again be heavily involved in the royal family's official events. However, as of now, this will not be the case as confirmed. Due to the fact that the daughter of King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia has been away for many years, she will not have her own program at the moment, but will continue to participate in official events on an ad hoc basis, at the discretion of King Carl Gustaf, who will decide on the princess activity. Over a month now, focusing on her adjustment to the new phase and preparing for the new school year for her 3 children, who will start school in Sweden. Apart from Madeleine herself, this return to Sweden is welcome news for Queen Sylvia, who loves spending time with her grandchildren and enjoys the role of grandmother. Now, she will be able to enjoy it to the fullest. This stance was in principle widely welcomed, especially at a time when monarchies are increasingly seeking to reduce their membership in order to become less costly and more efficient. Indeed, King Carl Gustaf of Sweden himself took a decision to this effect a few years ago, stripping titles and royal highnesses from his grandchildren outside the main line. However, now that Madeleine and her husband have returned to Stockholm, this has reopened the debate about the citizenship of the businessman, who is American but also has British and German citizenship by birthright. In fact, the royal house explained that he would remain in Sweden as a German citizen. However, despite these explanations, the truth is that the businessman is under constant surveillance, and he cannot enjoy in Sweden the anonymity he enjoyed in Florida. Moreover, some local media have questioned his position, as he does not want to be part of the institution and act as a prince, despite the fact that he has made his position on the matter clear from the beginning. The return of Princess Madeleine of Sweden and her family to Stockholm, despite all the joyous expectations, has proven to be a more complex and multi-layered process than one might have expected. While the princess herself is adjusting to life back home and preparing for a new school year for her children, her husband, Chris O'Neill, faces challenges related to his reluctance to participate in official royal family events and his desire to remain anonymous. This situation raises important questions about the role and place of members of the royal family in modern society, in an age where monarchies are striving for transparency and efficiency. Chris O'Neill's approach may seem reasonable and even progressive, as his rejection of titles and privileges, as well as his desire to live a normal life without participating in official events, can be seen as a step towards democratizing and modernizing the institution of monarchy. On the other hand, his position also raises some controversies and questions. What is the place and role of members of the royal family who, despite their connections, do not participate in its official activities? How should society perceive and evaluate such people? Questions of citizenship and belonging also become relevant, especially